Hello, fellow gamers, and welcome to the Video Gamers Podcast. This week in indie gaming, we're diving deep into the madness with a spooky Game Pass drop, legal drama between Nintendo and Palworld, and some new Steam demos you do not want to miss. I am your host, Ace, and joining me today, he'll meet the game that will finally fulfill his dreams of working at Jurassic Park. It's Ryan.
You know, I just want to say I recently saw the newest Jurassic Park, and I need some quality dinosaur time in my life because that movie was not it. So I'm ready.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you even surprised anymore? The last
no,
three
I'm
have
not,
been terrible.
But immediately I'm like, ugh. I was like, I need to go watch the first one to just wash this taste out of my mouth. It's so bad.
I don't think I saw like Jurassic World, and then I saw the sequel to Jurassic World, and she's like, they're like me. We have to let them go.
Oh,
I was like,
God,
you're going to screw up the entire ecosystem.
Yeah.
And before this recording, I found him curled up under his desk in the fetal position because this episode includes both carnivals and puppets. It's John.
Man, you need to check that statistic. I am the most horror fluent person in this group, guys. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
See, like I knew you were like the closest to me when it came to playing more horror games, but I just had to poke some fun at you there.
Carnivals
Are you afraid of anything?
Yeah, but it's nothing like real. Like I have like health anxiety stuff that I've grew up with. Like my parents had this medical dictionary that I started reading way too young, and so like I spent a lot of my childhood thinking I was like heart attacks, when it was just like, stop breathing so fast, you dummy.
Mom, it's happening. It's happening.
I'm hyperventilating.
Seriously, but
that's terrifying. You
anything
to a hypochondriac.
If anything, man, if there was any evidence of anything supernatural for me, like I am going through a perpetual like existential crisis, I would like welcome it. So ghosts, open invite, guys.
Come on.
All right. All the haunted dolls and puppets in the world, John has just opened his door to you. You can go move in this week.
Come to me.
He will not resist. Well, fellas, the indie news is way better this week than last week. I will say I was much happier sifting through everything, finding what I liked and what stood out to me. But before we get started, I just want to know, how are you guys doing today? I never ask. How you doing?
Oh, dude, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's another day. It's not 4 million degrees in Phoenix today. It's only 4 million, like 99.99, like a little bit under. I guess 3,999,999. But yeah, it's been good, man. Just playing a little bit. I hopped on some Mortal Kombat today.
Oh wow, which one? Which one?
11.
Nice.
It's free on. I know we like to tout Game Pass. I hopped on Game Pass with that, but other than that, I have been a little bit addicted, and we'll get into this soon, very soon, I think. I've been playing some Red Dead, and I've been really diving into Red Dead Online, which I never really experienced. So I've been spending some time online with a little bit of Red Dead, and I got into a battle with a guy today, which was pretty fun. So.
Do you RP with them? Do you have your like open mic on? You're like,
no, but some dude, I was just chilling. I was doing bounties, and some guy, you know, in town, it just walks up and just blasts me away, kills me, and I'm like, okay. And so then I kept running to him, and he just kept shooting me. Like I'm like, well, that's not fun, dude. Like you got to try to make it unique. And so like I was lassoing him, and I was throwing knives at him, and doing all kinds of crazy stuff to kill him because I'm like level 2. I just started. And I was finding all these unique ways to kill him. And then I ended up tying him up, letting him go, tying him up, letting him go. And then I choked him out. And then I ran away and took his horse before I left. So I still got my skills.
You, sir, are a menace.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, John? How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, man. It's beautiful Washington weather. So it's like 80 degrees and just beautiful blue skies. I have been playing Metaphor Refantasio, which I played the demo before Expedition 33 came out, but I'll be honest, I rushed through it because I was just so eager to play Expedition 33 the second it came out. And so I don't think I appreciated it. That I couldn't get into it. But now that I don't have like a must play game like on my immediate horizon, I'm enjoying the heck out of it, dude. Like I'm starting to get why people rated it so hard or so high. I love Persona 5. This is basically fantasy Persona 5, but the dialogue's great, the story's great so far, and so I'm really enjoying it. And I wanted to, I don't know if we mentioned this on the last episode, but I know that we touched on a game called Dispatch that had sort of like it had like sort of like Invincible style animation.
Invincible style animation, kind of like
Telltale
Walking Dead game.
Yeah.
Did either of you guys play that demo?
I didn't get a chance to yet. No,
haven't had time because of what I'm currently playing.
So the gameplay isn't like the most addicting thing. Honestly, the gameplay is just kind of like you select crimes for these guys to go handle based on what their skills are, and there's like never a perfect fit. It's always like, who's the best of what I got to send on whatever particular task. And that gameplay loop is kind of but the story and the animation are worth it by themselves, man. Yeah, I highly recommend, especially if there's any comic book fans in the audience, go check out this free demo for this game on Steam called Dispatch. It is gorgeous. The animation is gorgeous.
He said he was going to play it right after, and I guess he did.
I did, right? Literally right after.
Man,
right
that's
to
awesome.
it, yeah. I'm glad you liked it, though. I'm glad like you didn't come back and say, well, the animation's great, but the game sucks.
Honestly, the game is what it is. It's like a slightly interactive episode of Invincible, but a amazing episode of Invincible, man.
That's still pretty cool.
That's not bad.
Like,
that's
pretty
not bad
cool.
at all.
Bro, I can't speak about the animation highly enough. Like, I want to watch a whole series of this lore. It's so fun. So fun.
Dang, man. That's pretty cool. Well, Ryan, you brought up Game Pass, so I wanted to bring up one indie game that's coming to Game Pass that I'm pretty excited for people to get to experience.
Yes.
It is a game called My Friendly Neighborhood. Have you ever thought, man, I like Resident Evil, but I sure wish instead of zombies, it was life-size Muppets.
I can say that particular thought has not come up in my brain.
Oh, are you sure? Because like that's what this game is. It's a survival horror game set in a closed down TV studio ran by a bunch of rogue puppets, where you are a maintenance guy. You came to shut off an antenna that suddenly started broadcasting these old episodes of their television show. And you have to climb your way up the tower and get that antenna shut down, or else you're fired. Pretty much.
I think this thing looks pretty cool. I grew up like not in the heart of like Muppets era, but I mean, I'm a 90s kid, so I'm familiar with the Muppets. I love the Muppets. I actually just saw a video recently with Tara Strong, who's a famous voice actress, and she, Fairly Odd Parents, a ton of stuff she was in, and they asked her if you could recreate a movie with the Muppets, what would you do? And she said Dune. And like, so then,
Dune with the Muppets.
Dune with the Muppets. So then I was imagining like those worms or whatever as Muppet worms and stuff. But, aside from that, thinking of just Muppets in any scenario or situation always seems to just make it more comedic and better. So it seems like a cool kind of idea and premise. Like you got to go in this kind of spooky world or this spooky TV studio to like fight these Muppets off.
It's really cool. I've played through this game personally, so I can say the puzzles are actually really clever and really fun. It's very much like playing Resident Evil. It's got the gameplay of the modern Resident Evils with like the puzzles of the original Resident Evils.
Okay.
So it's a decent mix of combat and puzzles, as well as the guns are really funny too, because they just shoot giant letters. And it's a bit of a tangent, but if I were to make any movie with like only Muppets, I'd want to remake Scream.
That'd be a good one. Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, man. Muppet Lord of the Rings, I think would be just
that
amazing.
Would be pretty good. A little Muppet Golem just flopping around.
It'd be perfect, dude.
I'd love it.
I'd have to have some really killer music and musical numbers, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Ace, I don't know if I'm getting jaded or what, but this game doesn't, it seems to not. I love the Muppets, man. I love them. Just like when we talk about that other game that we've talked about way too much on this show. I love claymation, but it seems like it occupies this weird middle ground where, like, if it does indeed play like Resident Evil, they didn't make it dark enough or real enough or scary enough. And if the intent was to make it sort of tongue in cheek, they didn't make it like goofy enough. I don't know, man. I mean, like, I'm happy you had fun with this. You played it the whole way through. I'm happy you had fun with this. I will never play this game.
But John, it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Yeah, and there's also a gazillion other.
There is.
Yeah, Metaphor ReFantazio, which is, according to IGN, the third best PlayStation 5 game of all time, above many other ones that we love. I'm not gonna
game of the year.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put that game off for this.
That's fair. Well, to everyone else who likes a little bit of whimsy and fun in your horror games, My Friendly Neighborhood is on Game Pass now. Check it out. And
so is Little Nightmares 2.
Yeah, but like that's been there for a while.
This is
fair.
new. Check it out.
All right, I wanted to throw this in here just so I could get some opinions on it. But Palworld and Nintendo have been going at each other legally for a while now. Recently, there has been a shift in what they're being sued for exactly with the patent, specifically for how they release the creatures once they've captured them, but also the animation between swapping from mounting a flying creature to a ground creature. What kind of nonsense lawsuit is this?
Dude, I don't know. I'm excited to hear John's take on this. Honestly.
Yeah, you probably read the whole thing, so I'd like to know.
I did. So in the short of it is that Nintendo and Palworld are in this lawsuit.
Yeah.
And Nintendo, mid-lawsuit, attempted to change one of their patents in an effort to make their case stronger against Palworld during this lawsuit. However, this is seen as being highly irregular. Like, this is highly irregular for somebody to change a patent mid-lawsuit. And there's a lot of talk out there stating that this is evidence that the overall claim is pretty weak. Josh and I actually talked about whether we would cover this on the Twig show that's going to be, I guess, airing today, the day we're recording. But we decided to give our audience a break because him and I have been barking at each other a lot on some controversial subjects. I bet him and I align on this quite a bit. I usually end up being the sort of pro Nintendo pro corporate voice on the show. This seems weak to me. This is really unusual, and I never thought that this property, Palworld, was derivative enough to substantiate this lawsuit to begin with. This further pushes me in that direction.
I really hate that people can sue for things like this because it's like it's depicted as them protecting their IP, but really all they're doing is they're stifling this indie innovation within a brand new game. There's not that many similarities between Pokemon and Palworld. As much as we want to pretend, pals are Pokemon and we slip up saying that all the time, that's just because that's what we're used to as our little pocket monsters. It's not because we believe the pals are Pokemon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, the general concept is similar, but like,
you can't patent the idea of creature capture games.
They're outdoors. We originated outdoors. What are you doing? It's
yeah.
There's a certain level to where you have to, and obviously the legal aspects of it will go into better description than any of us ever could. But like,
yeah, no, we're not professionals on this.
But to I don't know, this just seems like they're reaching to go and scramble to like, oh, we better change this as a mega billion dollar company, and you're squashing out little Palworld. You got to protect your stuff. I get it. But man, when it just starts to become kind of tacky when you're just like squashing every teeny little guy because, what are you afraid of them? Like, you got Pokemon, man. We talked about it a while back, John. Like, it's the most lucrative IP ever.
Yep.
Like,
highest
ever.
grossing IP ever. Yep.
In the world.
Palworld's not going to take away from that.
Of human history, Palworld's not going to, make it.
It's not.
Well, here's the thing is that, like, for me, even if it did, right? Like let's say that Mickey Mouse and Mickey and Friends came out first, and then you have the Looney Tunes lot, you know, Bugs and Pals. Like, there's a lot of similarities there. You have a plucky protagonist, you've got an angry duck, you've got like all these similarities, but like you don't own all of animation, right? Like you are going to see similar concepts come up. It is not directly derivative. This is not a copy. And my opinion is that like when you have an entity like Nintendo that goes after this type of thing, it weakens all of the legitimate claims. Like what Nintendo should be going after, in my opinion, are like people who are releasing emulators. There was another piece of news recently where this YouTuber who reviews like emulation devices was raided. Like
saw that.
Yeah, they literally got raided and had a bunch of stuff confiscated or whatever. But like in my opinion, like that is stolen IP. That is stolen copyrighted IP. Go after that. Go after people who are cheating online. Go after people who are copying your software and distributing it for profit. That is where Nintendo, in my opinion, should be focusing their efforts. This stuff, when it's like vaguely similar to a property, man, in my opinion, it weakens all of this other stuff. You know,
it's really just punching down on Pocket Pair for no reason at this point. It's just like they're just trying to make their game, and every time they have to make a change to or tweak to their game, it annoys their fan base.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
like they hate it.
You don't want that, like, but yeah,
I have friends who play like Palworld all the time, and then they change something, and they're like, "Well, now this doesn't function the same way.
Yeah,
this sucks. I hate this."
Yeah, it's tough.
But yeah. Long story short, screw you, Nintendo, for this one.
there you go.
We're actually going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. All right, fellas, we're on to the Steam games now that I dug up all on my lonesome with no help from Jigglepuf at all. Nope, none at all.
We gave Jigglepuf a shout out on the last episode. I want to give him a double shout out. What a great member of our Discord community, dude. Like, I mean,
fantastic.
Yeah, he's just such an open contributor. He talks to everybody when they pop in. He's given me several game recommendations that have come out solid. Just an absolute champ of the show. Jigglepuf, we love you, dude.
Love you lots, brother. Appreciate all the help you give me with this. Because you just send all them games to the suggestion channel and I get to pick through them.
Dude, I'll be browsing through Steam and it'll be like, this is recommended by the Video Gamers Podcast. And I'm like, what? And I'm looking, I was like, oh, it's our curator page from Jiggle.
We have a Steam curator page.
That Jiggle set it all up, and I was like, good on you, man. That's solid right there.
Nice job, man. But first game I want to look at is a game called Carnival Hunt. I want first impressions, Ryan. What did you think of this?
Bro, I'm a little creeped out. I'm not gonna lie.
This one's creepy.
This is a spooky one. This is a spooky one. When we talked about the Muppets and all that stuff, and they're trying to make a crazy thing, this is a different level. This is that kind of, okay, this is really scary. Like, this is the real deal. You're gonna get dismembered and destroyed, and yeah, it reminded me of like Outlast Trials and just the crazy panicked like nature of it.
Yeah, this is a very creepy game. It is a asymmetrical game, which is the 4v1 kind of games where you have 4 survivors versus a killer. But the unique thing with this is, whereas most asymmetrical games will have the killer in first person and the survivors in third person, everyone's in first person in this game. So nobody has an advantage of being able to peek around corners or anything like that by finagling the camera around or anything crazy like that. You play as wind-up rabbits who need to find their keys, I guess. Is that what you call it? Winding keys?
Yeah, winding keys. Yeah, whatever.
They have to find all the winding keys before the killer. I'm just going to call him the killer because I play Dead by Daylight and everyone calls it a killer.
The killer.
The killer. Before the killer can get all the winding keys. And this one is just creepy. It's all get out, man. But it looks pretty fun. I'll be real.
What do you think of the art style, John?
Yeah, what did you think?
Looks fine.
Yeah.
Oh, John.
Looks fine.
It looks.
It's because it's multiplayer.
No, it just it looks to me. I'll be honest, man. The sheer volume of games that are coming out is making me a bit jaded. So like when I see this, I go, this looks like Friendly Neighborhood to me. This looks like FNAF to me. This looks like 100 other games. There's nothing about it that screams like, hey man, take time out of your life to go do this. And I'm like, I don't know. I have games that occupy that space that currently work great, and
you don't play any asymmetricals right now. Like you don't have
and this ain't gonna make me start, buddy. Yeah, I'll wait for whatever the Warhammer version of this is, and then we'll talk. I will say that graphically it looks more interesting to me than my Friendly Neighborhood. Yeah, but it honestly it looked pretty generic to me, dude. I'll be honest. Like, man, that's harsh. And again, horror is kind of like my genre, but I'm really excited for Reanimal. I was skeptical about Little Nightmares 3, but I'm getting excited about that. And that's about all that's on my horror horizon right now. There's not really a lot else oh, actually, no. I mean, this doesn't meet our programming requirements. We can't talk about it too much, but that Hellraiser trailer, baby. Woo!
I made a whoopsie with that one this morning.
Yeah, it is the most.
Spammed it to our family-friendly Discord, just so everybody knows. If you were part of that, that's not the norm,
It is the most rated M for mature trailer I have ever seen.
Ace is on a week probation.
YouTube. Why were there?
Yeah, whatever.
Well,
Maybe you should watch it before you post it to 1,100 people.
I watched the short and they cut the beginning out. I didn't know.
Yeah. For anybody, if you want a little Halloween teaser, check out the Hellraiser game trailer.
Yeah,
that looks interesting to me. Yeah,
that does.
That'll be very sick.
I will say though, with this, I get what you're saying, John. I get how, we talk about it with superhero movies. Like, they keep just pumping them out. It's a dime a dozen. Like, everyone looks just, meh, but some of them do hit. Some of them are like, okay, this is really good. This was better than those other 4 in that category and stuff. I love the look of this game. I love the way it feels like it's going to give you that suspense and that drama of having to crank up, your guys with the key, the crank key and everything. And so just the deterioration of the world, like everything about it looks cool and spooky. But again, I do also agree with you that there's so many of these, like what's going to set it apart. So I'm interested to see what's going to make that difference. What's going to make it unique as to all these other, horror asymmetrical type games.
I am curious how it's going to stand in a market where Dead by Daylight has killed every other asymmetrical horror.
Yeah. Well,
except for Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters Unleashed is still around, but every other asymmetrical horror, like Dead by Daylight, outlives them all.
The biggest thing is
it does.
You got to make it just as fun to be the main guy as it is to be the other guys. So then nobody's ever upset. Like, you're always excited to either hide and do whatever, or you're excited to just hunt them down and stalk. Like, I think that's the key to these types of games. It's hard to hit that, because it's fun to just hunt everybody down. But you got to make it fun.
Yeah. One last thing before we move on from that one is a lot of people actually who are part of their Discord have early access to it and are currently streaming the game. It's the only way you can experience the game. It is very funny that when you're the killer, you just pick up the rabbit, pull the key out of him, and you just chuck him across the room.
I love it.
So you just chuck whoever that was way away. I think that's pretty funny.
No, that's pretty good.
Taking a quick little break from horror, Goblin Clean Up. All right, I know the cover for this one is deceptive. I know it's like, oh man, what kind of game did you send me? But there is a market for these kind of games where you play as goblins and you clean up a dungeon to get it ready for adventurers to come in and die in it, presumably.
See, I would play this one.
This looks fun to me.
This looks fun.
This looks interesting.
Yeah. Got like hot goblin ladies. I'm for it. It's fine.
Man, I knew
love
the character models to get me in trouble with this one.
I love anything when it's almost like, this is kind of that. I love behind the scenes stuff. I love watching documentaries. I know, John, you're big on this too. Like,
love them.
Of how seeing how stuff is made and how things created and the thought process that goes into this, and like thinking oh man, there's the adventurers coming through. We got to clean this dungeon up for a reset, and then like to think that they're punching in, punching out. I don't know if that's what the case is, but like, oh man, we got to clean up Sector 4, and they're picking up all the dead monsters and stuff. I love the premise. I think it's a really, really cool idea. I don't know, like if I'm too jazzed to play something like that. I'd rather be the adventurer, but I love the idea.
I think the concept is really fun. Yeah. And also like they showed off like while you're cleaning the dungeon, like all the traps are still active. There's monsters still in the dungeon who want to kill you. Yeah. There's a dragon. There's like, what was it? There's a mimic.
It's like, well, I'm just cleaning. I'm not an adventurer.
Hey, well, I just work here. I just work
here, man. I just work here.
But yeah, no, this is very similar to like games on like Power Wash Simulator. If anyone remembers that. Like,
okay.
Those kind of just relaxing games where you get to clean things, but in this case, it's not as relaxing because you will die.
Bro, I own a home. I got a business. The last thing I want to do is clean on like my own personal time, man.
You know what? That's completely fair. I will say, though, that this one does have a playable demo right now on Steam that people can go check out. Maybe it's for you. I don't know.
You never know.
Maybe put this in the hidden page just because of the artwork.
It's not that bad.
And if you like it, remember, people, with these indies, wish list. If you enjoyed what you did, wish listing goes such a long way for these indie devs. Like, it really makes a big difference. So if it's something you enjoyed or even kind of was like, oh, I'd like to see where that goes, wish list it. It really helps them out. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Wish list, it helps them, but also like it encourages them. Like seeing that people are interested in what they're making gives them that like boost maybe when they're down one day and they're like, okay, well, I can't let down all these people.
Love it.
These people who are looking forward to what I have. All right. Moving on to the one I think I'm most excited about. Deathground. Oh boy. When I said you get to play as if you were working at Jurassic Park, I'm serious, as this is a game where you play as 4 scientists who have to complete your job or quota or whatever it is without getting ripped apart by dinosaurs.
You're just perpetually in the kitchen, Jurassic Park 1 with raptors walking around.
That's like one of the best scenes in cinema.
Oh, for sure.
So good.
Like, dude, it's so good. John, what did you think of this one? I know you're like what you were saying before the show about dinosaur games. But I'm curious.
Well, yeah, again, this is another one of those like fatigue type things for me. So like when I saw the original trailer for Jurassic Park Survival, I was like, awesome. It's about time. This looks cool. And then I saw one for Code Violet and I was like, okay, also awesome. And now this game, and I'm like, wait a minute, come on, man. Like, all 3 of these dinosaur survival horror games are going to be coming out at the same time. It's just too much for me, man. So I immediately have a bias against this game. I'll wait until people play it and tell me whether it's worth it or not. I mean, the general concept looks cool. Like, dinosaur survival horror sounds awesome. And I will say the dinosaurs look really, really cool in this.
They have feathers.
Yeah, but they have feathers.
But it's currently number 3 in my priority list of 3 of dinosaur survival games to play.
Oh, ouch. Not the 3rd spot.
Didn't make the cut.
What about you, Ryan?
I was excited to see it. I haven't seen too much of those other ones. Like, I look into a lot of these indie games, and you bring a lot of them to my attention, thankfully. So, I don't know. If it's fleshed out right and done well, like I'd be interested. But I think I'm on the same camp as John. Is like, I want to see what happens, what comes of it, like what people say, and then maybe I'll check it out.
I'm definitely a lot more excited because I really enjoyed our time in the Outlast trials.
Yes.
So I've been looking for a game like that we could get back to, and I think this will be that. I think this is just Outlast with dinosaurs.
That would be which always the comedic nature of just playing with friends and buddies, and just no experience is ever the same. You always run into something different or a hiccup or something that makes you laugh and enjoy that play session. So that's kind of the nature of those types of games, which, if you like that style, it's going to make it fun no matter what.
Yeah. And these games live and die by the kind of friends you bring into them. But
yep.
like they show off in the trailer, like the dinosaurs are pretty freaking smart. Like they'll open cabinets and they'll look under stuff. And I'm like, man, that'd be just terrifying to be hiding in a closet and a raptor just.
That's it. Josh is going to get the door open and pulled out again, just like an Outlast trial.
Oh, just like an Outlast trial. She's got me.
And then we just see Josh run away and he's just taking off. Oh, Josh is gone.
Oh, man, I don't know if I ever laughed harder when we were playing a game and he got yanked out of a closet right next to me.
Dude, that was so good. I think I was dead during that too. But so this one's what, quarter 3? It looks like.
Yeah, quarter 3. It's coming to early access too, which I'm not surprised about. But I know, but it's also
early access.
It's gonna get consistent updates. I think adding more dinosaurs, more missions, more stuff like that. So. Yeah, like I've said before, indie games kind of have to do the early access if they're going for this live service kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to get the funding otherwise.
Yeah,
to continue.
Exactly. Like, we need some money.
But yeah, no, there's no like concrete release date, just quarter 3 of 2025. But I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
And I think that's all that matters in the end is if I'm excited.
There we go. At least to you.
All right. We'll get through these last 2 here pretty quick. But Steam had a special indie event called The Secret Sauce, where they showed off a bunch of indie titles. All these indie titles had tons of demos you could check out. So I just grabbed 2 that were different genres than the ones I've already talked about today, because I didn't want to keep talking about the same ones over and over again. But Rogue Eclipse. This is a sort of space flight sim, Star Fox roguelike. Like, if you enjoy the gameplay of Star Fox and you wanted it to ever be a roguelike, this is for you. But also the graphics look really good for this one.
Yeah, this looks pretty fun. I could see
this looks really good.
I could see playing this one.
It's pretty cool to see like the quick, snappy like flight paths. It's not the big ships or anything crazy. Like you're in a starfighter. Yeah, it's a dogfight. You're flying around asteroids. There's laser blasts everywhere. Like it is very like just chaotic, which I love. So yeah, this one looks cool to me too.
I legitimately looked at this as like, oh, Star Fox.
Yeah,
because it looks like it plays exactly like Star Fox.
Do a barrel roll.
Exactly. Yeah. This one also does have a demo if anyone wants to check it out to see if Star Fox roguelike is your kind of thing. But
which I don't know how many of the other ones have demos, but I'm gonna get on a soapbox here for a minute. Make demos for your games. Like, what? Yeah. What's the deal? Like, make a demo. Like, we don't want to see your, theatrical gameplay trailer. We don't want to see any of this other stuff. Like, make a demo so we can check out the game, play it, see if it's something we want to play. If you're afraid of it, you're probably not making a good game. So make demos. Every game should have a demo, in my opinion. And I'll get off my soapbox now.
All right. I agree, honestly. That's a soapbox I will stand on.
There you go. All right, buddy.
More indie demos.
Yeah.
And the second one I want to get to is Stretchmancer. This is a puzzle physics game where you're taken prisoner in this giant space prison, but you have the powers to stretch your environment. So you need to find your way out of here by solving puzzles, stretching things, squishing things, changing the perspective. And this just looked really freaking cool. And it has like a 90s Saturday morning cartoon art style. Like, it's just weird as it gets.
Yeah, it kind of does, actually. I didn't think about that, but it does have that 90s, like, yeah. I mean, I grew up in the 90s, and I watched a million Saturday cartoons, and I can't see that. A lot of the bright colors, the yellows, the pinks, the oranges and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No, I feel that.
It's going to be a very unique game. I can already tell. And people seem to really like these, like, puzzly games. So, no, I'm not. I'm not worried about this one not doing well. I already know it well based off how Blueprints did.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, that's all I had lined up for today, fellas. And I think that's a pretty big lineup to look forward to.
It is. I actually, like maybe half an hour before we started recording, I came across a game that I just wanted to make sure that we mentioned at some point. Did you ever cover, Ace, a game called MIO, Memories in Orbit? MIO?
No, but it sounds familiar.
Okay, so it's a Metroidvania where you're playing kind of like as an android in a game where you're sort of exploring a vessel. It's called the Vessel, which is like this enormous like arc sort of structure that's overgrown with machines that have gone rogue, and you.
Oh, this art is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Say, dude, this looks so good.
It is gorgeous, man. I think that this has the potential to sort of be in those ranks as like Ori, like criminally underappreciated game for me, but the Ori games are just wonderful. Or in that Hollow Knight,
hand painted.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. Anybody listening? And
there
is a demo, and I'm going to be playing that right after we get off the
I may play this.
Dude, it looks gorgeous, man. So anyways, MIO Memories in Orbit, just wanted a quick hit in there. If you're into Metroidvanias at all, this looks truly unique, and there's the demo. Go check it out.
Yeah, that was a great addition, John. I'll be real. That's awesome. I didn't even know about that one, but that's stunning. I love it.
Oh, that's really good.
You're welcome, world.
The indie world's looking pretty good, fellas, but I think it's time to close this one out. Ryan, you want to tell people how they can help support our show?
Absolutely. We're a small independent podcast. If you like what we do, please click the links in the episode descriptions. Send a review. Helps us out more than you can imagine. Patreon support. We start as low as $5 a month. You get a lot of cool perks and benefits. You can even vote on our game court stuff, on the higher tiers. So there's a lot of cool abilities to support the pod. It all goes a long way. Again, we're small local guys, so we're doing what we can. But everything that you contribute and everything you do, even a review and a like and a share, means so much to us. So anything you can do, we appreciate. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Everything is great, and we appreciate all of you. But thank you so much for listening, and until next time, happy gaming.
See ya!
Toodles.